Hey there, everyone. So, I'm sure you weren't really expecting this because, of course, this week I was supposed to make a video on trichromes, right? The trichromes that I've taken. But the thing is, I I guess you could say it was unfortunate timing because um while I was working on the video, I got a text talking about saying that I was scheduled to get my COVID-19 booster shot. And so, well, I had to. And at the moment, I'm currently trying to recover from a fever because of that booster shot. So I haven't had the time to edit the video or film any B-roll yet. Um, so yeah, that's a problem. Like the voiceover and the script are already done, completely edited, and um, those are all good. But yeah, I still have to record, footage of, for example, me putting the red, green, and blue filters on the camera, and then of course editing all of the stuff in the video. So yeah, I haven't really had the time to do that. I'm very very sorry. Um so yeah, it's gonna be postponed to next week. Yeah, I apologize. It's just unfortunate timing, I guess. Um but for now, I guess I'll give a quick update on how things are going, film wise. I got this new lens a couple of days ago. This is an SMC Pentax 28mm f 3.5, and originally I was going to get uh, a 28mm f 2.8 SMC Pentax M, but the problem is, I just put it off for a bit too long. So this was the only listing remaining when I last checked, and so I decided, okay, fine, I'll get that lens. That's what I'm gonna get. Um, of course, 3.5 is a slower aperture than 2.8, but regardless, upon checking Pentax forums, apparently it's extremely sharp, um, much better optically than the 2.8 version. So I'm excited to try that out once I have recovered. Um, yeah, and there was a sale in the local camera store, and yeah, so I got myself a bunch more film. Hopefully, the prices don't go up any higher. um, but yeah, I got myself some more Fomapan, 100, 200, and 400, and I also got Ilford FP4, Ilford Ortho Plus, and Kentmere 100. So yeah, expect to see some photos from those. Although still I haven't developed my rows of Fomapan Retro Edition yet. But yeah, I did order some more rows of Retro Edition so that so that I could develop them so I could develop two rows, because of course for example, this is the only Fomapan 400 I have, because for some reason the camera store, it doesn't have like normal Fomapan 100 or 400, only 200. So the only way how I can get 100 and 400 is by getting the retro edition. So yeah, I got myself. I will be getting, rather, a couple more rolls of that, and yeah, I have some Kentmere still here. Um, as you can see, they're still sealed, the boxes. I will be loading them into the camera soon to test out the lens. Although, with f3.5, it's gonna be a bit difficult to shoot a 100 speed film handheld, except for, you know, in broad daylight. Um, I will give it a shot. Yeah, hopefully, I'll be able to get some sunny days, uh, you know, in the near future, once I get better. Um, but yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing. But yeah, that's just a quick update here. And you know what? You know what? Here, I'll load one roll into the camera, then I'll shoot it like I'll shoot the roll maybe, um, uh, later on once I've recovered. Okay, that's the that's the thing I'll be doing for this video. All right, I'll just load the roll into my Pentax ME Super, then I'll test it. I'll test the lens later on once I've recovered. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this then. Also, side note, this type of lens cap, I've never seen this before. It's because usually, for example, these ones like on my DSLR, it just fits exactly on the filter thread, but this one it like wraps around it. If that makes any sense. You can see that. You see that? Yeah, I've never seen something like that before. Maybe it's just a vintage design, because nowadays, you know, these ones, they just go right on, right? I don't know. First time I've seen something like that. It's very interesting. But yeah, let's load this roll then. Alright. Go to the back. Another thing I noticed about this lens is it has a very short focus throw. Like, probably the shortest I've seen on a lens. At least shortest I've seen like in person, you know. I don't know why that's the case, but yeah. Okay, let's get the camera in focus. And yeah. Let's load this film then. Kentmere Pan 100. Very cheap film. Um there was a time when this was actually cheaper than Fomapan, but nowadays Fomapan is cheaper, or at least, you know, a time in the local market, you know. But yeah, Fomapan is still cheaper, but this is another very cheap film. Surprisingly, this is cheaper than Shanghai film, Shanghai GP3 100. Don't know why, but yeah, because like Shanghai is a super duper budget film, you know. Because yeah, very cheaply made. Like the ones that I have, they don't even have like the index markings, like the exposure markings, where like after you develop the film, it says like on the sprocket holes, it says like, you know, the type of film that's there, and like exposure number 1 or something. On Shanghai, there aren't even any exposure markings, so it's kind of weird, you know. Anyway, yeah, just open the roll, I guess. I'll open it from here. And another thing I will say about Shanghai is it smells very interesting. Yeah, that's kind of a weird remark, but yeah, Shanghai definitely smells interesting. I don't know if it's good or bad. Definitely interesting. Yeah, Kentmere Pan 100. Let's load this into the camera, and then yeah, I'll be shooting this over the next few days after I recover, and perhaps I could take some trichromes on wide angle. I've never shot wide angle on film before, only 50 millimeters or longer. So yeah, I've never had any experience with wide angle on film, but you know, I've shot wide angle on digital, so I'm sure it should be a similar experience, right? Yeah. So I have just loaded this roll into the camera, and I'll be shooting this in, you know, over the next few days after recovering, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. I just realized I already surpassed the 10-minute mark. Yeah, time really flies, you know. Um, I'm not doing this for ads or anything. Like I don't even have ads on my channel. Um, yeah, it's just happens when you're rambling a lot, you know. Yeah, that's all. Apologies again. Delay on the next video. I promise I'll release it next week. Yeah, try Chromes. And yeah, I'll see you all next week hopefully. And that's a wrap. Goodbye.